So I'm titling this this video The Balance of Growing Pleasure and Growing Pains, because as our gym has grown in the last couple of days, for example, I've had the great pleasure of working alongside some fun people, training some brand new people to do some of the stuff that used to be done by me at our gym. And it's kind of fun to see how it evolves from like when I was doing it and I did it until it got easy, like stuff like answering phones, sending emails, managing our text messages, our business text messages, front desk greeting. As I'm like, it's for me super fun and enjoyable to systematize or processitize things into best practices, then teach somebody, help them master that craft, and then create like a real job, a paying job for somebody out of those best practices. Like, that's fun for me, it's enjoyable for me. The last couple of days have been really cool because I've got to like really dig into that and like creating the best practices for front desk staff, the best practices for telephone people at our gym, the best practices for equipment managers, stuff like that. And creating training videos, audio training, video training, written training for them, so that in future, if we ever need to expand the staff out further, we can do that quickly and efficiently and in a standardized way. But growing pains, man, like, I hate to say it, but it's like, my lady Caroline, as smart and wonderful as it is, as she is, like, she just can't seem to stay in her lane, and it creates like endless amounts of frustration for me. So like, I'll create a new position, a new role, and that position will manage one like avenue or domain of our gym. Like, for example, the equipment manager, or for example, have somebody like be like our mini HR, evaluate resumes for us. And I give that person clear, specific, unmistakable instructions. So here are the things that I need you to do. Please do that, and then report back to me. And Caroline somehow like comes in and she's, you know, she finds out about it and she like digs into whatever it is that I'm having them do, and she thinks it needs to be done differently. So she steps in and interferes with that and changes it. And here's the, because she's one of the owners of the gym, the people that I'm directing feel like they do need to report to her also. Like, they also, like she has the power to hire and fire also. So even if this person works for me and they're reporting to me with a task that I gave them, Caroline, like at her own discretion, will step in and interfere, and it creates like these blurred lines of like communication. And all of a sudden I got people that are reporting to her about things that I gave them to do, and I don't hear progress reports about it. Or like the chain of command is completely fractured because all of a sudden Caroline just inserting herself where she wasn't supposed to be, and it's just like, like, come on, like it's just, and I wish I could say it was just like one or two times, but it's like, it's a consistent thing. And so one of the growing pains we're going through is how to properly establish like the chain of command and avenues of communication so that there aren't inefficiencies and, you know, distractions and people being pulled away from X when they're supposed to be doing Y and all that. I guess it's for me learning how to better manage the teams, the people, and the relationship I have with my wife, which is like, we're husband-wife first, but we're also like business leaders second. And how do you do that dance without like creating friction? It's just like, oh my gosh, man. And like, I feel like this is like super obvious. Like, the solution would be just like, Caroline, you're managing these things. Look after these things, manage these people. Let me look after these people, manage these things. And I recognize that sometimes you'll have a better idea about how X, Y, or Z should be done, but for the love of God, come and talk to me about it first. Don't go and interfere with those folks and then have them thinking that they're reporting to you, and then all of a sudden like the whole system is like just like coming apart at the seams. It's really frustrating. So I just need to get that off my chest and breathe, man. Again, like, taking full responsibility. Like, you know, if there are any problems in the system that I created, it is my fault. It is my responsibility to go out and fix it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to improve these processes now.